This clip is from the Boundary Riders podcast, and if you do enjoy this, then make sure to check out the full episode out every single Wednesday morning on YouTube and Spotify.
And finally, guys, let's get to our AFL Fantasy recap for the week. And I thought it was going to be a really good week, and then a couple of players just disappointed me. Still got 2,080 over the round, which was ranked at 18,559. My overall rank has gone to 20,391. Now, on the positives, first of all, Lockie Ash in his first game for the team got 114. Love that. Archie Roberts with another 100-plus score, so really well done from him. Short and Josh Naicos with plus 95 scores, so that's pretty good. Nick Naicos, after that heroic performance against the Blues in the final quarter, got up to 128. Took that as the vice captaincy score, which was 256. Zach Butters was very good against the Hawks. Sam Walsh with 107 was pretty nice as well. Luke Jackson with the 103. Murdoch, I was going to say was going to be in the poor column, but then just raced up to an 86 in the final time.
I watched that game and three-quarter time, oh, yeah, this is what I expected from him. And then he goes 80 odd, and okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Willem Dersma did nice as well with the 85. He's been really good this year. Harry Sheasel with the 136. Very good from him. He had a 51 disposal performance against the Tigers last year. I kind of forgot about who he played.
Kind of wish he did that again.
Yeah. I only had the 39. I mean, what are you doing, Sheas? Come on, get
one goal. What was annoying about that one was he kicked 1 goal 3. Could have absolutely dominated. Everyone's kicking straight for North Melbourne. He couldn't.
Yeah, good enough. Philanders with the 99 was pretty good, and Braden Cook with the 80 in the end was able to do pretty nicely. Blamirez on the bench did nice with the 72, and that's pretty much the best. And now getting to the worst. Farrow, first real disappointing game for him with the 58. I mean, it's hard to go too bad on a rookie, but still could have done a bit better. Lockie Jacks with the 46 on return. Beveridge took him out of the team, and now he's ruined his confidence. Terrible from Bevo.
I thought he would have done better though, because Butterick not being there, but it seemed like it was actually the thing that hampered him was the fact that he seemed not like he had a play on player, but that was down there a lot. You'd expect him to get a bit more score.
Yeah, you'd think so. Caleb Sarong only got 88 against the Eagles. I actually looked at his record because I was going to make him the captain for the week, but then I looked at his record against the Eagles in the last 2 games, and they weren't over 100, so I was like, quickly get rid of that. So I kind of got dodged a bullet there, but 88, still would have expected more from him. Lockie McAndrew, I'm still okay with picking the rookie ruckman as the R2, but 65, I would have hoped for a little bit more against the Saints, but maybe Rowan Marshall is the answer for, maybe if you played against TDK, we're at 100, maybe. I mean, we're still going on TDK here, but it seems like you're more happy to trash him.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Rochelle with the 67. Yeah, I thought he would have done a bit better than that. Yeah, 6'7". That's the second one you've done in this podcast now. And pretty much on the weekend, it wasn't too bad. Leo Lombard, I had to take his score because I needed to take a forward because I wanted to bring in Jacob Farrow. I had to bring him in because of the price generation, and I couldn't there's no forward reserves.
No, that's what's annoying at the moment. There's no forwards coming in.
So I had to pick Lombard as a emergency score because Robertson I had in the team for the week, and I've been able to get rid of him this week, which we'll get to the trades in a moment, but had him as my captain, obviously, to then get Nick Daicos' vice captaincy score. So overall, a decent week, but I could have done better. How about you?
So last week I got 2,139, which was ranked 7,300, which is pretty good. Overall rank is 18,753, which I think is definitely better than you.
Wait, how much was it? Sorry.
18,000.
That's better than me. You just jumped in front again.
Yeah. So a lot of the players you just mentioned played very well. The ones that I have differently, Sinclair, 117. After his 17 disposals in the first quarter, I would have loved a better score than that. But I'll take 117.
I'll just take
Dan Houston, he's getting that annoying point at the moment, is that he got 110, but last week he got such a shitty score. McKercher, another 90. I'll take that one. Who's another one that played well? Oh, my vice captain in Brody Grundy was 130. And I was like, I had every single player for my team play this week. I had 30 players. So I couldn't take his vice captain's score. And I was like, it's going to bite me in the ass, isn't it? Shields going to have a shitty game. But no, Shields, as my captain, 272. I'll take that. Lovely. I didn't have to use a trade on Petrarca, so 97 return was a brilliant score. And Laylor, he got 82. So, he's the best scorer of the year, so I'll take that. To the lesser likes, to be honest, it was a lot of the rookies. Jax, Jagger Smith, Sarong, Farah, you know. But the two players that I do have to mention, which one of them you already did, was Rochelle with 67 and Shea Bolton with 61. I feel like with Hayden Young coming back, he's not going to get the midfield time as much as was going to hope.
But it was probably the bad trade of the year. Everyone gets a couple.
Yeah, everyone. That was probably my bad trade. But, you know, and then on the bench, you know, luckily I had Lockie McAndrew, which I thought was going to happen, maybe not this week against Ruckman and TDK, but, you know, he got 65 against a good Ruckman and Marshall. I did have Anderson on my not even on my emergencies, which was a bit annoying, but, you know, you take just the cash. Carroll and Grill, less than 60, you don't really like that. But you know,
cash generation's going to start going.
Yeah, I think this week is probably the last week that either of them are going to get money.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that. You know, even like Braden Cook getting 80 just makes him have another couple of weeks in the team.
Yeah.
Another cash generation. So, you know, yeah, it was a good week. Looking at the score, 2,100, I thought everyone's going to score well this week. And then I realised that most people had Bontempelli who scored 30, less than 30. I think that was what most people, you know, stuffed up that week.
They got a bit unlucky. I mean, Bontempelli just got absolutely mullen.
Yeah, but you got to think about, you know, when you play... Yeah, so, you know...
You're not bringing him out of your team.
Yeah, you're not taking him out of your team, but, you know, there's a few that I've seen that had him as captain, and you're like... Ugh, yeah... You got to rethink that one now. Yes. Now we're playing Geelong now.
Yeah, definitely a team that you have to buy it. You have to watch just to see. So we'll move to our trades now. Looking at my trades for this week, and I'm pretty happy with this. This is a trade that I wanted to do, and I mean I wanted to probably get rid of a less price reserve, but I'm thinking this is a good move. So I've got rid of Sam Grell. I've picked up Angry Anderson, and then I've got rid of Devin Robertson and picked up Christian Petrarca. So. I wanted to get rid of one of my forward reserves, but it's just not going to be. It's not viable, and I had to bring in Anderson for the cash generation. So I've gone with Sam Grell. He only went up 10k this week, so maybe he'll get one more week of price, maybe more money. But what's it going to be? Maybe 5k. I think that's probably the move now. Picked up Anderson, and then Devin Robertson, obviously out with the ACL for the rest of the year, so I had to get rid of him. And Christian Petrarca. There's probably no other forwards that you can pick up right now. He's the best forward. He's still priced at under $1 million, so I think it's pretty good. And with likely Brian Myers being out with an ACL, I don't know if you saw that news.
Yeah.
There's really no other forwards to pick from. And you could go with a Jezza Cameron, but it's always very risky going with a key forward. And there's not really any other forwards you can really choose. I looked around and I think, there's not really much that you're looking at and you're like, yeah, that's a guy you're going to bring in. Like maybe a Justin McInerney. But the other ones like up the top, like Sheasel I've got, Cozzy Pickett I've got. Jason Horne-Francis is a shout as well. He's definitely improved in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, there's not a lot of other ones that you can pick from. I think that's probably the last forward that you can, at the moment though with my forward line. That's probably the last spot I've got though is the Braden Cook position. At forward 6. So that's probably the last forward spot I've got to either fill with a McInerney or a Jason Horne-Francis right now. Overall, happy with the team, how it's going with the trades. Hopefully there's no other fucking injuries. That's probably the one issue right now. But I think in the next couple of weeks, it's definitely get rid of the cash generators, the cash cows,
and hopefully some actually come into the 18 clubs that we have. You know, you think you're a forward, some sort of rookie would show something. Let's just hope one comes in.
Yeah, I tried to look at the reserves the last couple of weeks, and there's just not really any players in the reserves getting in the forward line. It's just going to look like they're screaming out.
No, like I was thinking like Oscar Steen. I'm like, ugh. It might be the option, but it's like, you know, it might be. To be honest, it's this week, or you probably missed the opportunity for him. Yeah. To be honest,
if you're going to pick from Anderson or Steen, you're going to pick Anderson.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the move. Oh, so quick, just before we move on to your trades, currently in my salary, I've got 92k. Yep. So it probably does mean that I'm going to be getting rid of another reserve this week. I don't really know who it's going to be as of yet. I mean, I've got a couple of options. You're looking at a Lindsay, who's probably going up. I mean, he's going still up about 40k, so that's not too bad. Jai Sarong is probably around the mark. Jagger Smith, who had like a blistering start to the year, has really fallen off. And I don't think he's generating much more cash at this moment in time. He only went up 13k this week, so I've actually got him out of my team at the moment. I've got him out of my team. I'm putting in Anderson and Murdoch's still in pretty good form, so that's going to be a tough watch right now. Quickly on the captaincy, at the moment, I've got my vice captain on Nick Naicos and Anzac Day. I think it's a pretty good shout. And then I've got currently my captain as Lockie Ash against the Roos. I did think of Zach Butters, but I think it's just Geelong. That's just not viable after Bontempelli's performance last week. Sarong is a decent shout against the Blues, but I don't know as of yet. Luke Jackson maybe as the ruckman. It does come out a pretty good game on the weekend. Harry Sheezel against the Giants. After the game with Isaac Heaney last week, I think that he could be susceptible to a tag. Cosy Pickett also could be a shout, but I think it's a bit
against Richmond. Yeah, I thought about Jack Steele. It was like the last 2 weeks he hasn't got 130s. He's got 187. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But I think
I'm just hoping that Nick Naicos has a big game on Anzac Day. But let's move to your trades.
So this week I got rid of Jack Carroll for Patrick Grocheski for Richmond. Reshko, whatever.
That's his name,
yeah. And then I got rid of Sam Lawler for Justin McInerney.
How many times have you got rid of Sam Lawler? The start of the week and then I've had to change the trade.
No, this is the first week.
I think
I'm mentioning getting rid of him, but he gets an 82 and I'm like, do I keep him? I'm like,
there's
no.
More players that I need to get rid of.
There's more players that I know can get an 100. Like I was thinking get rid of Shea Bolton to get a McInerney, but I was like, if I can get rid of, I know it will give me an extra cash in the bank, but I know Shea Bolton can turn it around and get 100 this week.
Yeah.
Laylaw, I don't think can do it. And I think, 82, it gives him a bit more cash for this week. So, luckily for me, I can get a Justin McInerney who seems like he's going to get the play. He may get that tag, but I'm going on with the fact is that they go Heaney, Warner, then maybe a McInerney for Sydney, then go McInerney straight up.
Yeah.
And, like you said, Horn Francis, I'm like, no. No, I just think that
not trusting enough.
No, not yet. I think he's too injury prone. And I was thinking Cosy Pickett, but in 2 weeks they play you guys. And I'm like, I know he dominated last year, but I don't think it could be. It might be my biggest misstep not getting this week. But I think there's more chance of McInerney playing well for the next couple of weeks than Cosy Pickett playing Sydney in 2 weeks. So, which will leave me with 20k at the moment. So that's...
You pretty much banked out after that move to McInerney.
Kind of. So, yeah, I could go back to Shea Bolton and give the extra 150k. Well, 100k, sorry, but I don't think...
But I think Fremantle up against the Blues, you'd think that Bolton could have a decent score there.
Yeah. So, I did actually the same thing as you did, is that I put Jagger Smith on the bench. I just don't trust it anymore. I think that 3 weeks in a row, he's got 60, 70, 60. It's like, can't trust that. So, yeah, I did the same thing as you, as I played Murdoch and Anderson into the team. Yeah. So this week, at the moment, I've got vice captaincy on Brodie Grundy against Bulldogs. That probably
if English is out,
especially if English is out, I may even do something stupid and maybe just put in his captain and just expect him to get 120. I know, but that's the only case that happens is that the same case that happened this week is that I have 30 players play.
Yeah,
like this week. If I have an extra player, I definitely don't do that. Take that risk, but yeah. But I'm gonna go with the probably outside the box call here. I'm going on captaincy on Archie Roberts.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
200s in a row.
Against the Pies?
Might be the play.
They don't have it down there enough.
Yeah, but I think the way he's playing at the moment, the mark kick game, this is just very early. I don't think it will stay that way, but at the moment, I don't really like a Sheezel. I think gets special. It gets the tag. But Traka, I think being up in the humid weather of Gold Coast, going down to Tassie will frighten him. And
frighten a lot of the Gold Coast players.
Yeah, and like even a still is that I don't really trust him yet. I've trusted him 2 weeks ago, and he kind of burned me. So, and even Sinclair against West Coast, he's actually had a very good record at Marvel as well, Sinclair. So that might be the play as well.
Yeah. But guys, that's pretty much it for AFL Fantasy for this week. Actually, just quickly, we'll look at the ladders for the respective channels. In the head-to-head league, I had the guy who has the whole Gold Coast team, so that was a pretty easy win for me.
Oh, that's I was looking at that. So in round 12, I think the Gold Coast play obviously have the bye. That the guy who plays him won't get anything, will he? Because he doesn't get a score. So technically, minus the percentage won't actually go up, will it?
The percentage won't go up, I don't think. No.
Oh wait, no, because he's got technically an overall score,
The week that they don't have the bye, it will be very interesting to see. But a lot of the players that he's got in as well just don't score. There's a lot of players. I don't think he's even got in his team. But anyway, I moved up into 9th spot. Sorry. No, I moved down to 9th spot. How did I go down? I won a game. Anyway, you've moved into 10th, so you're right behind me, just outside the top 8. I am right now.
I'm the lowest out of anyone that's got 2 wins, so I'll take that.
You're the highest out of the teams that got 2.
Yeah.
Because you got. But looking at the overall ladder for that league, I am currently in 9th spot. Went right down after that performance. You are in 6th spot, so you got a better overall score. Oliver Stinks is on top right now.
I got the 4th highest score last week.
Not good enough though. Oliver Stinks is on top of both the season league and the overall league, so good start from him. I've got Sean at 93 this week, which is ranked in 3rd spot on the season ladder and on the overall ladder, so pretty big team this week. But moving to the overall league, the open league, and this is the celebrity pick, the Warn Dogs. Warning, he is on top of our league at the moment. Currently looking at it, just trying to see where you are on the ladder. You should be in the top 40. You are in 33rd spot. I'm in 38th spot. So pretty high right now.
19 points at the moment. 19 points.
Separates us.
Yep.
That it. Wait, wow. That's considering like the ranking's so hugely different. Like it's 2,000 different considering it's only 19 points. It's actually quite close. So it's going to be very close running into the rest of the year. But yeah, looking at it right now, the points are very, very close. It's only 19 points, and unfortunately, we only get to see the top 50, so we don't get to see who's in 81st spot, unfortunately. Maybe that Gold Coast guy at the moment.